We're finally at a place collectively where we know enough about the impact of trauma that we can look at youth who are involved in either the child welfare system, the juvenile probation system, who've experienced homelessness, who've had sort of the system involvement, that they are the same kids. And I think we say that, you know, we've recognized from the research that these are the same kids. Oftentimes they have the same challenges at home. They've had the same struggles in school. They've had the same traumatic experiences and events, and they're just coming in through different doors. We say this all the time, right? We say we can't treat these kids differently. We can't say that, you know, this child is in foster care because of no fault of their own, but this youth who is in juvenile probation is a bad kid.
You got involved in all of this pretty young.
Yeah.
So is there anything that you would say to teachers to look out for so that they can just be more aware? Like, did you stop going to school, or, you know, would it have made a difference if someone paid a little bit more attention to you in elementary school, or was it junior high, or when did the streets become more desirable than school and sports?
To keep it 100, you know, I'm not gonna lie, like, you know, like, I grew a connection with what I'm involved in. Like, I grew a connection, and there's like, there's no going back for me, you know, because I'm in this lifestyle, I'm deep, you know, but to be honest, if I wasn't in here, I think I would have been out and done something more stupid, or I probably would be dead right now, to keep it real. I'd probably be dead right now.
My boy Oscar, I love you, man. Rest in peace. Boy Rebel, rest in peace. Just see, me and Oscar, we actually we got arrested together for stealing chicken in Arizona's from the local Albertsons, and he ended up getting released, and then I ended up getting sent to boys camp for that, and then he was only back into it for about 2 months. And then one night, July 27th, he made a bad decision. Went out, did things he shouldn't have, lost his life. So it was a big wake-up call, because I never knew that someone so close could just leave like that instantly. Like, you don't even get a chance to say goodbye. It's just like that, and it hurts. My son, I don't want him to grow up and be a gang member. I want him to experience things that I never got to experience. You know, I want to give him a better life, because that's what it's all about. That's what my parents did for me. They sacrificed so I could live better, and I did. So now I gotta sacrifice for him.
This is my guy right here. He's helped me pull chicks before. Yeah, we pulled some chicks on before we met mamas.
Oh, you dirty ass dog. You ever just look at someone and you're like, man, like, I just wanna hit that dude. Like, I mean, that's not blowing up on people and stuff. I've been doing pretty good at that. So I've been doing pretty better. I mean, it probably has something to do with me being a child and something happening to me, you know, like all that shit, like with the doctors, you know, oh, he experienced something, that's probably what it is. They're probably right, you know. I mean, just being home, dude, being with my son. I used to miss waking up, like him waking up and looking at me like, oh, you're up, you know. When I got out of jail, I went in the room and I was chilling and I was looking at the turtle and I was just like tripping out, like, man, because he's locked up in a little cage, dude, a little freaking glass box, dude. Definitely has mental issues, that turtle. Like, definitely hasn't been around any other turtles in years. Like, he's just alone, man. And like, it's kind of how I felt, just like alone, secluded, dude. Like, that shit sucks, man. It kind of gives me like an insight on like animals caged up and shit. Like, I'm not really for that. Like the zoo, not really a fan of the zoo. I think that shit's inhumane, dude, how they do those animals. It's fucked up. It's literally just a criminology school. Put a bunch of criminals together, swapping ideas and shit, getting high when they have drugs, and fucking they all just go out and try it. Like, oh, I'm gonna go try this guy's idea. I could probably do it better than him, you know? And fucking, I mean, slight programs to help rehabilitate you, to change your thinking, but not much, man. They really don't got much. They really don't have shit there. You literally just go and chill all day and just kick it.
What I was really impressed by hearing is you said that your next goal is to graduate from college.
Yeah.
So I know that you face unique barriers to get to that goal. Is there something I can do in terms of the program side, in terms of the sheriff's side, that could help you overcome those barriers so that when you walk out those doors, you're better prepared to tackle those barriers?
I don't really know, because I don't know how, like, what I can ask for, you know, because I'm not really, like, I don't know what's there for me. Like, if, like, maybe if you guys, like, tell me what could be there for me, then.
I was informally incarcerated too, and when I was here in the jail, and they used to have a thing called sheriff's parole, and I told them I wanted to go to college, and they said, you're never gonna go to college because you have a felony on your record. And I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna show you that that's not true. And I have a master's degree now, so I can tell you that you can come from here and you can get a bachelor's and you can go further. Even when I was here at county jail, I tried to get out on what was called sheriff's parole, and I told them that my game plan was to go to college. And a couple of white ladies on the panel said, you're never gonna go to college, you have a felony on your record, you're never gonna do anything. Kind of a big deal to get hired on here working with the sheriff's office. The sheriff came and gave a speech at one of our DRC graduations, and he talked about redemption, and he was talking to our parolees that were graduating from that program. And I listened to him talk, and I was like, that's pretty profound when he was talking about how everybody deserves a second chance. Well, having a felon and working for law enforcement don't really mesh very well. And he understood that because of my lived experience, I would be an asset. And so he was willing to waive the requirement that said that they couldn't hire felons, and he passed my background. I appreciate you saying you don't know what to ask for, because that tells me that I need to do some work.
Thank you, ma'am.
Being the inmate services manager, I'm in charge of the alcohol and drug treatment program. I'm in charge of the education programs. I'm in charge of all of the services that the inmates receive.
I didn't care, you know, honestly. Like, I was being selfish because there's other people that do care about me being locked up.
People, they come here in crisis, and then we throw them into a holding tank and we traumatize them further. And then we remove them from their children, which traumatizes them further. And then we keep them away from their children, and then they don't know if their children are safe or if their children are being victimized while they're gone, and who's protecting their children. And I'm speaking more about the women because that's just, I'm a woman, and I was incarcerated here with women, so I get that. So the whole idea of incarceration and not understanding the entire person is a challenge, and it does re-traumatize them. And I don't know that there's an answer to that right now, because that's a system-wide. That's not just here, that's with the DA, that's with the public defender, it's this huge thing.
You know, behind my smile, you know, there's still a lot of pain, but I can't let that get to me, you know. I don't know why, I just have a soft heart, like, you know, and I really care about what people, you know, go through, because I want to help people that have been through, you know, my shoes.
How can probation officers get more of, like, why people do what they do?
Teachers.
Yeah, teachers too. Like, your teachers inside there, like, I know that, like, in juvenile hall, like, if you say something, you get kicked out, like, and that's like taken away from your school, and already you're taken away from a setting. Like, how could these people get, like, well, I know you could cuss at me all you want, but I still want you to be in this room because I'm gonna still teach that math problem, and I want you to, at the end of the day, be in here rather than be kicked.
I've seen a lot of staff that used to treat me like crap grow up into, like, one of my favorite staff, because they got close to me, and then they'll talk to me, and then people would think, oh, we need this, we need that, you know, like, no, like, just support and, like, showing that you're caring, like, it goes a long way. At least for me, it went a long way.
You know how we all, like, people all the time is like, man, well, if I had your job, I would have do this. If you had that job title, what would you do?
I just want to send a message to the public defenders, you know, like, yeah, you guys, you know, you guys don't know us, you know, but it's someone's life, you know. It's not just, you know, it's not like a piece of trash. It's someone's life that you're dealing with, you know. And the DAs, you know, like, I understand it's their job to put, you know, to go against us, but, like, the DAs don't even look at me. They don't even look at me, and if anything, the most they'll do is point at you. That's it.
A lot of public defenders, a lot of DAs, they are overworked and stuff, but still, that's no excuse. I mean, it's our lives that they're messing with, our lives.
We need people like you to help us do our work better. There's a lot of youth within our community and in our nation that are really asking for help, but in ways that cause harm or pain to others. Because hurt people hurt people.
When I get out, I'm gonna have my little family right there. So that's like my concrete right there, like my foundation. So that's what, like, I already have a step in the right direction. People that want me to do good. My mom's gonna be so happy right now.
You just keep showing up and you keep being authentic and real with them and focusing on what they're good at, because they have so many gifts and so many talents, and sometimes they don't see it. And so you help them see it. And we can hold up a mirror and we can show them all the amazing parts of themselves. And we can say, look how wonderful you are and look how awesome you are. And it's uncomfortable for them, you know? It can be. And so we just keep holding up the mirror and reminding them that they're so much better than their circumstances. You know, we always say, like, hey, where you start out is not where you have to end up.
Like, ask for help. That's the thing. Search for opportunities. We are not the worst deed that we've done in our lives. Youth that commit serious crimes can change. They're just like everyone else. I'm just like everyone else. I just want an opportunity to do what I can, and I want to be able to reach my goals and my dreams, and I want to be looked at as that we're good and not bad, and we could be good.
You can't change nothing overnight. You have to stay humble, and you have to continuously have faith. Those was like my main 3 things that like kept me going. And you don't have to be strong all the time. You don't have to hold that wall up. You don't gotta, you don't gotta be Superwoman or Superman. You know, you could be whoever you want to be. You could be weak. You could sit back and cry. Slowly but surely, I know I was gonna make a difference. You know, I knew that something was gonna start to change.
Stand up for yourself. If no one else stands up for you, you know what? You stand up for you and just use your voice and say, hey, someone's hurting me. I don't want to go home. We have that power.
For like younger youth who are still in the system, or even for those who have been adopted, I mean, I live by a very hard and fast rule, is that it doesn't matter who gives birth to you, it doesn't matter who raises you, it doesn't matter who pays for you. The only thing that matters is someone who loves you unconditionally and gives you life and gives you hope and gives you support and care.
You know, I'm still smiling, I'm still here, and I'm still trying to keep my head high, and I'm gonna do everything I can to get home. And even though I'm here right now, I'm still trying my best to do good, and I'm still gonna do something with my life. And I'm ready to start my life, and I'm ready to move on, and I'm pretty sure there's people out there that want to start their life too. As long as you have a strong heart, you're gonna do it, you know? You know, people out there, you guys could do it too, you know? It's never too late. You could be 30 years old and it's never too late. You still could do it, you know? So that's all I gotta say, you know, like you guys could do it. So yeah.
Keep asking for help, man. I know it gets hard, like in here, like dude, always keep your head up, man. Always keep your heart open.
IRC Control, 2499, bus gate, please.
Hey, they're running.
See that?
I feel like I'm getting out.
So you here? You find a case?
Yeah. We'll be here for a little while.
You're looking alive.
Yeah.
Corporal, one returning.
Come on now, bring me in now. So my boy. All right, thank you. Come on now. Yeah, man. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Like, everyone grows up different, you know? It's really what it is. And I think, I don't know, people, they do that judge the book by the cover thing, you know? Without ever, even I do it, I'm not gonna lie, I judge people all the time. Like, no one wants to hire people that get out of jail. Like, I got lucky because my boss, he was willing to give me a chance because I'm young. Yeah, man, you just got the nice hills and stuff. I mean, it's cool to come out here and just chill. I mean, at first it's hard. Like, that's like, I think that, like, the first month is probably the hardest because you're trying to find stability, you know? Like, when I got my job, the day after my birthday, and that was like a couple weeks after I got released, and it helped, because it helped me occupy my time. It helped me like stay a little bit financially stable. But I mean, it's just tough, like the first month. I mean, I want to go back to school too, probably do something, but I'm not sure what yet. Or like once I finish group, it's either start school now and then try to help me financially too, because I could get grants and stuff in the like FAFSA. But once I get off group, I'm probably gonna get a second job or something, or let my girl get a job and watch our son. So she gets a little bit of freedom, a little bit of free time, But that's really it. I mean,
there's been times where I've come and this thing's just all dirty and stuff and no flowers, and it's sad. That shit sucks, man.
To bring a child in the world and then to lose him, that's my main fear. He's the one thing that keeps me like really stable. Like the one thing. I don't want to be a bad role model for my son. I want to be a good one, and I want him to look up to me. I want him to model himself after me. Only the good things that I do, though. Not the past life, but the Nate now.